everyone, and welcome back. This is Valorant, this is No Man's Sky, this is Thursday evening, and we will go out and explore. We will do whatever we normally do. Frigates, farm our resources, and go do some missions, move slowly towards the center of the Budullangr galaxy and see where we end up. I will also try to see if I can find any of the Sentinel Interceptor ships. I will not overly look for them, but I will from time to time try to find distressed ships. And actually we have one on the freighter, which we should do before we actually go anywhere. So that is kind of the plans, and we might as well getting started with it. We had an update yesterday, and I was a little bit like a blindfolded sheep trying to actually find out what was the new things, and I did find out that what I thought you had to buy, you actually have to get it through the corrupted Sentinel. So that makes it more important that you actually go and fight with them, which I was not very lucky in doing so, but let's down the line see what we can do about that as well. So a balanced medium long coming back. There's a little bit of interesting things coming in through that, and that is fine. So I assembly everything on the freighter before I start cleaning it up. So 1.2 million is not too bad. So we found out yesterday evening that I was actually running out of dihydrogen again, and it does happen. I need to be better farming it. But I guess that will be done. Another medium long combat. A lot of coinage, storage augmentation, I like that. Whoa, one more. That is nice when that happens. So a short trade one, more storage augmentation. That is kind of nice. Not much else on that to write home about. But that is the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get good things, sometimes you don't. That's just how it is. But in the end, anything can be sold, so it could be money. A short to medium one, balanced, so again, that's a surprise. That is always nice. Stained welder's tongs. Okay, a little bit of coins. This one, I think is a combat, if I don't remember wrong. Yeah, and again a relatively short one. Coins, frigate module, coins, engine, coins. So not too bad overall. So a little bit of this and that goes straight to selling. And as we talked about a couple of times, I need to sort out what I do with these things. But yeah, that will come. Okay, not overly much value, but dirty bronze is one of those I not get so much. So that's always good when I do. A little bit more trading stuff. And of course the storage augmentation has gone there directly. I have that because I need that for a mission. They all look fine. Starship is literally selling stuff. Good. So before we do anything else, I will then go, that was the wrong way, go and deal with that ship I claimed yesterday but didn't scrap. It was not a very nice planet I was on, so it's my S-hauler, my exotic. Oh, I would guess that's a Sea Explorer. And there's a Sea Hauler. I actually think it's both of them. So that's what I need to repair to go and scrap it. The thing is, if I'm on missions or stuff like that, I normally just leave them and just claim them and leave them. Then they will appear on my radar, or I can call them there. The new update has brought new things, among others the corrupted sentinels. They were quite hard to fight with, so I won't say I won't do it again, because of course I will, but I need to find out whether I'm actually using the proper way of fighting them. So, scrapping ships is a little bit of a good way of actually gaining coinage. You do come across, especially if you search for them, a lot of crashed ships, and some is very good and you can repair them and use them yourself, but if you don't feel you have the need for the ship, then still claim it. You only have to repair a couple of things and then fly them to the space station and scrap them and get quite a good lump of coinage out of it. They always give from around 1 million, and well, I scrapped one the other day which actually gave me around 20 million, so it is a good income if you want to go that way. Okay, now I don't have any ships. So it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, not that one, not that one. Don't know what that is. So that's my... So is it that one? Or is that my A1? That's my A1. So there's a sea hauler. That's... I have 2 haulers, which is probably one more than I should have. So you see, all this needs to be repaired if I want to use it. And the thing is, the more you actually repair, the more coinage you get out of it. But it takes a lot of materials actually to repair it. So if you want to scrap it, you just need to repair 2 things. Am I blind? So you only need to repair 2 things. The pulse engine, that takes a matrix seal and metal plating. You should be able to create that yourself quite quickly. And then you need to repair the launch thruster, which takes pure ferrite and a dihydrogen jelly. I get them in multitude. So you should really be able to kind of get that material to get it up and flying. That is that's not overly much, but remember I said if you want to use it you need to repair everything. You can also repair everything and sell it, and then you would give way more than I get from scrapping it like this. But I really don't want to use a lot of resources without getting anything out of it. So I have to use the pulse engine through the asteroid field, otherwise they will bounce into me and then I lose money. Each damage you do to the ship will give you less money. That's just how it is. Same if you sell a used car, if there's scratches on it, they will give you less money. If it looks nice, you get better paid. I know someone had made a video about what you need to repair, and he actually said you should repair the shield as well. I don't agree on that. Your exosuit will easily keep you alive, so I would not go down that route. Honestly, that's not necessary. So this one 4.4 million. So I could just have left that on the planet, but that's not how I play. If I get something for free, I will grab it. I will take it. So I'm not buying stuff now and here, so that is one of them, those are some of them, that is from them, and I think that was it. Double checking so I don't walk around with money in my backpack. That would be a little bit silly. So I should have sent out the frigates, but I don't have any fuel for them, so that will be in the end of the stream today if I have enough. I hope I will have, and that will just be how it's done today. And it doesn't matter if they are long, because I'm not on tomorrow and Saturday, but back on Sunday, so that should be enough time to get everything back in shape as well. So I will start my farming run. Just remember to talk to my co-work scientist, because he gives me nanites for something random every day. Today was planets. I haven't been to as many as I would like to, but that's sometimes the problem when you run around doing missions. It's quick in and out, and don't go to as many as you could. But that's just the way it is. So the next one with resources and plans on. So this is in the beginning is a lot of jumping around, but this is literally how I would play if I was on my own, because I would go for my farming first, because then I don't have to think about it the rest of the game. See, I still don't have enough battery to keep this powered up, but as long as it grows my daily ration of plants and collects my daily portion of resources, I'm actually quite happy. It's not like I do several farming runs a day. I never done that. Of course you can, but then it seems a little bit more that the game turns into something like a job more than a pleasure to play. And I have a problem with playing games like that. I do like the fun part of playing games, and I think that's very important. I have in the past had that attitude. Every day I came home from work, I actually had to log on in order to do whatever I had to do, and it did kind of become a stupid job-like situation, and that there's no pleasure in that. I do not enjoy playing like that, not anymore. I don't even think I did in the situation, because it was just a sour ply to get through all the daily missions, the daily quests, the daily grind, whatever you had to do. And it was too much in the end. And spent too much time just doing things I actually didn't want to do. I would rather do something else, both in game and in other games. So yeah. I do not want to become a slave on doing daily things, or keep grinding in order to get something stupid. Yeah, you could argue I do the same here. I pick up, but I actually haven't done anything apart from building the base and extracted things. It's not like I have to kill 2,000 birds to get 2 feathers or whatever it is. Here I just pick up what I'm actually producing myself. And if I came to I didn't need at all those resources, I would just leave them for now. But I do actually have a purpose with all the plants. The question is when I can pull myself together and do it. That's a good question. Someone advised me to grow a lot of catnip because that can make you rich. Actually, it's not the most valuable commodity there is in the game. And it's quite you need quite a lot to actually start growing it, so I'm not sure the bottom line fits with the intentions. But of course, compared with other plants, then it is more valuable. And it's easy to deal with. Mistake in the way, not that I extract the resource, but I made some mistakes on this base, so that can be a warning to you. When you put the storage containers inside, they actually also go outside, so they go through my roof. If I go outside, you can better see it. They actually come up through the roof, and I had already put in solar cells there, and they are totally blocking them. I did not think about that, so I have fixed it so I get more power now, but it's still, I still regard it my mistake. Yeah, I went over to another design. I actually put everything in one room. Hey, don't do that. Don't shoot in my base, you mobbit. So you might ask, what are you going to do with those plans? Well, I'm actually going to earn money, but it takes so much material before I can start it up properly. So I would spend some time doing it and explain what I'm doing, and hopefully it will be beneficial for everyone. If not, then I'm very sorry. So this extraction here is a little bit of a technological marvel. I'm extracting indium and radon. Not as such valuable, but it's actually quite a good thing. Oh yeah, there's also power on this planet. So what you can't see is that down there I get the power from. Over there somewhere I have some gas extractors. Can't even see them. Actually, the things that are down there in those trees, they are the one pulling up the radon. You can see the cabling going off. Might be over there. And up here behind the trees is the mineral extractors, which are pulling out the indium. So it's spread out, but you can do that. You can see they go in there between the trees. It just takes some planning what you do. The power cables cannot be too long, so you actually have to kind of break them up, and I break them up with batteries, which is not a bad thing, because then some of the power is held just in case. So, oh, where is my base thingy? It's there. I don't have a picture of this base. It's not always, even though you upload them, it's not always they come true. And I have uploaded this before, but never mind, I'll just continue until I get it right. See, it's still not there. So back to the freighter and just clean out, then we're ready to rumble. Over to the freighter. These are for selling. Thought I had more further down. Good. Starship is fine. Well, this is the wrong starship, but it is literally fine. Multitude is fine. So let's just move these around. So I'm starting getting a lot of this. So should I save it or should I sell it or what? I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. The reason I'm not sure is I would actually like to experiment with you guys a little bit on mixing things in the refiner. I just need to use some time doing it because it's not quickly done. And thing is, I do not remember all the combinations, but just to show a little bit about how easy it could be to gain some better stuff. The problem is I have to combine star bulb and cactus flesh, and I hardly get any star bulbs where I get lotus flesh. But yeah, that's how it is. So to swap to the proper ship. But I don't want to fly out from here. We are way too far away from where we were, so it would be quite a long journey to get there. I'm sorry if I'm moving a lot around today. I have a very sore back. I think I twisted something at a point where I shouldn't have done. So already sold some of the things, good. Now we have a rendezvous with a guy on a planet who wanted acid to tell me where his pal was. I hope that still exists. I have been here before, so I will still look at the trade console, but else everything else should be done already. I think this was a toxic planet, yeah. So there's a trade interface. So I'm going to buy those I know I can earn money on. Then I'm going to talk to this guy. Wrong door. So locate the missing person. It is very often on a trading station, but not always, so. Didn't actually come up with a time on this one, but it's quite good. I take the chances on the trading station, so I might be wrong. That would be my bad then. I need to make sure that my toxin filter is up. I'm going to collect a little bit of boxes afterwards. A B shuttle. Up there is a Sea Explorer. Nice. B Explorer and a Sea Shuttle. Where is he? I always look down on those platforms down under because they sometimes contain boxes and stuff. Explorer B1 is the highest there is here. So a storm is approaching. Is that going to be one of those which blast me out and around? You never know with the weather. So anyone knows the theme tune from Jurassic Park? There's a shuttle, there's another shuttle, both seas, so nothing really overly interesting. So we've done the mission and we're actually good to go to the space station and hand it in and move on. So I'm flying and drinking. That's all okay. Luckily, that's not what the authorities in this game are looking for. So, not that I recommend anyone do that in real life, though. I have heard you lose your flying license for doing that, so I do believe that can be quite pricey to get. So let's venture on and see what we can come across. Remember. Actually, I think this planet was... It's a hexagonal planet. Actually find them a little bit interesting because everything is like in hexagons, and I go straight down and there is a crashed freighter And it's not a bad find just by pure luck. Can't complain about that type of So I'm going to use the method I've learned. Which actually means that if you're in third person, no, that must be first person, then you don't have to dig to get it. I must admit, this is not my favorite way of playing, but you still have to run from the radiant activity. Where is the one down here? Is that? I will say it doesn't make any difference for the gameplay, but the only thing is it's a little bit easier to get away from the hazards, so
extreme light radiation detected.
now I can change over. Because now I only have those there is inside in the whole left. Glad I have shielding on, otherwise I would have been toast. I must admit sometimes I forget to run, but so we got a little bit of interesting things out of this. Some acid, that was what I just gave, some unstable gel. a superconductor, some salvage data, and actually one which went down. No, that was not what I got. I got one of these, multi-tool expansion. So that was quite a neat one. Of course I find an abandoned building. I should wait doing this until I have a mission where I need to kill animals, because then I get the distress signals. In case you're thinking, why is he looking for distress signals? Well, the new ships can be found with as crashed ships all over the place. So I want a Sentinel Interceptor. That's no doubt about that. This I don't really have any reason for, but that's just exploration and getting some stuff maybe. I don't know. I don't even know. Haven't even really scanned on this planet. That is a little bit difficult when you are in a freighter actually to see things around. What's that weird plant animal? And there's whispering eggs. If you want to know how you safely collect them, let me know. I'm not going to waste too much time on them. I have plenty in stock. Don't need much more at the moment, so if I were low on money, that would be what I would be farming. So much about that. So 146, you can take them multiple times. I don't know how many times, but if you are low on nanites, it's a good way of actually stocking up a little bit. So that's it. Nothing else. So how many animals is on this planet? 1. So I take the bonus for finding all animals. I'm very happy doing that. So no, as said, I don't mind doing stuff if someone wants to see how it's done, but I don't always do it because I'm hoarder. I'm actually not greedy. It's not about getting millions and trillions of money out of it. That's not my purpose at all. I do like the challenge and earning money, but by different means. That was a distress signal. Let's see what that comes up with. Worst case, it's something to scrap. Best case, it's something we can use. Oh, it's a shoulder. I don't want a shoulder. It's an A shuttle, so there's a little bit more money in it. So these also is easier with the first person view. There's a lot of things you don't have to dig up if wow, I haven't tried everything. So there's if I encounter something which is buried, which normally would have to be dug up, then I will test out on that as well. So what does the distress beacon say? A-class. It's worth roughly 10 million. Thruster is already repaired, which makes this very cheap.
Technology prepared.
There's something I would say is that if it is higher class ships and you repair the technology, you might find things which could be used on your own ships. It can be transferred over. However, it's one of these things that you don't know. And you might end up in a situation where all you get out of it is some extra coins. Extra coins is of course good, but you might not get what you hope for, that's what I mean. I wonder where I'm going. 2.3 million. That's not too bad.
Units received.
Another thing is it might actually give you storage augmentation without you noticing. If you, like me, have collect a number before you put them on, then they suddenly could have added to that. Shuttle, V-hauler. I don't know what the one on the other side was. And my I need to put that on so I can recognize them when I scan through them, because the names doesn't really mean anything for me, so. It's a toxic planet. Let's have a look at that. There is a reason I'm looking at a little bit many planets. Sorry to freeze at a moment. But that is, of course, I'm looking a little bit more for distress signals than normally. I'm not going to jump around 7 times on each planet and try to find, but I am going to do it a little bit more than normal. course I would like on stream to get one of those ships. Well, that would be the only place I would. I do have one I play off stream, but which has, well, it used to be parallel with this, but this one has come much further than the other one, so I actually gave up playing it as in a parallel. I know I got a distress signal, but I saw a building down here somewhere. I was curious what it actually was. I might have lost it. Sometimes the problem when you start turning around on yourself. Well, never mind. Let's look at this distress signal. See what that holds. It's a little bit weird. It has given me those crashed freighters as missions, and they're just sitting there. Even though I took all the cargo pods of one of them, and I had to leave one because it was too far down in the bedrock, and I mean, why are they sitting as missions? That I find a little bit silly. It's not like I would live or die whether I got all of them or not. It actually says I got 0 out of 0. Quite an interesting landscape on this planet. Still an explorer. Ooh. Oh, I forgot something. Toxic. Oh, there's an animal. Let's scan that and earn a little bit of money. A little bit. There's a monolith. There's someone, so there's not going to be a lot of money, but it's all well and fine. It's free money, so I actually take them as another animal. So a little bit scanned around, so let's see what this actually tells us from Kovac. I must admit, I don't really want a searched body. That's a little bit disrespectful, isn't it? I know it's just a game, but I mean, if we differ from how we would be in real life, honestly, then we have a problem. I do not think about scavenging people's bodies when they're dead. It's not really my cup of tea, so let's see, class. It's not going to give much, but let's just do it. So I'm running out of these, which means I need dihydrogen badly. Okay, let's get this up and away. Oh well. Stop there. So yeah, I just abandoned those 2 missions because they annoy me. They keep sitting there and sitting and sitting. So 1.3, it actually gives more than I thought it would. Was actually suspecting it would be less than 1 million. It says, okay, I guess.
Received.
I have actually gotten one of those. Might have been from this one. So that's actually another benefit with going for distress signals. There's an A fighter coming on top of me while I was looking at a shuttle, a B shuttle. Another fighter and another shuttle. Don't want to go down to again. Vapor planet. That's good when you're waving. The right ship for this. I actually don't see any cargo pods. Problem is, normally if you shoot the cargo pods, they start swarming with pirates, so no, I don't see any, so not even going that way. That's the wrong one. That's not the right one either. Why is that? One I haven't seen. Hyporion. It's very difficult to actually say anything on a planet until you have landed on it. Looks odd. To be honest, I just keep trying until I get a spot where it will let me land. Tox. I'm really finding the toxic ones today. You might think, what is he running around for? The thing is, I saw there was dihydrogen over here. That is what I'm running for. Always scan them before you kill them, if you can. So, the thing is, I don't have any real purpose in this planet except looking for distress beacons. But as I know, I need quite a bit of dihydrogen, so which you can actually find on most planets, on all planets. Just have to go out and look for it. Of course, I'm scanning the animals as I see them. Oh, that's a nice one. That looks dangerous. But it's not. Okay. I take the hint. I hope the game is right. That looks like a predator. Oh, but it's not.
Units received. Units
So
received.
it's not always. It is what it looks to be. That's kind of funny. So, ship. Yeah, we could put it down there. So now I got the right ship, then I can jump system as well. No, that was not what I wanted. Move! Just taking an autosave here. I unfortunately have to make a little break. I'll be back quickly, so stay with me. So sorry for that. I hope everything is still fine. Good. Looks like it. Actually, we haven't looked for a distress signal on this planet, so let's give that a try as well. Freighter crash, right? Close. So that's not too bad. I'll do that. I have sometimes gotten very lucrative loot out of that. My weight is behaving weirdly. Well, that is. I better make sure these are buildable when we're moving around. So let's see the distress signal thingy. The freighter terminal is not giving any information whatsoever because it's like it's reached a point where there's no news stories, so it's just not doing it. But that is kind of fine. So I change so I don't have to dig them up. Rifle, that's quite valuable. Fiber core, I can use them easily. There is one around here somewhere. One out there, there's one up there, so. No, that's wrong. There is one around where I'm standing. There it is. Jesus. Thing is, you learn they are roughly around the same places every time. And That's the only thing which is a little bit annoying, but hey-ho. If you notice, I saved these things I take off because they are actually worth nanites when they are refined. So when you refine them, then they end up as runaway mold, which is in turn turns into nanite. Okay. A cargo bucket, that is not bad. So, should we try one more and see? So that is. Yeah, let's try one more and then I don't do it. That is rather stupid. Okay, abandoned building. That's not going to be overly interesting, but I do go to them and I take whatever I can get, and at least I get something out of my chart. So remember the rules for the chat. You can ask questions about the game. It doesn't need to have relevance to what I'm doing right now. You can ask me about the game. You can ask why I'm doing things the way I do them. You can comment on the ways I do things. That's absolutely fine as well. You can just say hello, how are you? That's perfectly fine as well. I'm happy with that. Any communication is fine. You don't have to be a follower to write to me. I am quite happy that everyone can ask if needed. So, just getting some freebies here. As I say, it's just to get some value out of my chart. You can harvest those whispering eggs, but I'm not going to. But if you want to see how they are done safely, just ask me. And that goes with many things. If something you think you want to know, you've heard, not sure how to deal with, how to do, just ask. So that was it. Space stations. Unless it's a new one, we take a tour around. I won't have to do all the things I did yesterday though, so it's not necessary. AC multi-tool. Had a lot of slots though, so it's not the worst. So I just check my brain. I wonder if there's anything left to check.
Units received. Units received.
number 2. Hydroponic bay. That is not very useful for me. Of course, if you want to farm the carbon, you can do that, but that's not really my cup of tea. Carbon tea, a bee shovel. Navigation scan. They gave me a module. Catalog. Weird word, but I think we're getting to the weird words. Okay. 2 C-class modules, that's
Received.
I need these if I'm going to chase ships, so I think I will try to find that guy, to deliver that thing. Explorers and merchants I'm fully up with. Mercenaries is getting there. I need 17, so we're getting there. Talk to this guy because he is a guild representative, and when you come a little bit up in the guilds, they start giving you gifts. And gifts are often something useful. Here it was coins, units. I'm not complaining. Getting 200,000 here and there all add up in the end, so that is absolutely fine. So I have to go to another system, so I'm just taking a little glare at the planet. So, are you hiding? Yeah, you are. Redacted planet. There's something hiding behind that as well. Down there. Okay. Better do our missions. Luckily, it's rarely far away from where you were. Freezing. Scorch. So, cold and warm. Space station. And we need to go that way. So, I'm just going to see if there's any interesting things on this space station. It's amazing you can miss that entrance. However, that is often what I do. Viking system, I thought it was cool. Okay. That is double nanites, another C-class. Wiring looms are not overly expensive. Anything I can sell here? Oh yeah.
Units received. Units received.
That was a little bit not too bad if you ask me. I do like to get free stuff. That is no secret, and trading things and earning money on them is in the same. Say the Viking is not a race. I would kind of try to wake up, and I wouldn't steal from them either. So now I have to remember. So now we can actually see what these are. Hello world. So this is the story about the Atlas coming up. So you might Well, I personally find it a little bit dull, this part, but and that's why I have actually put it off. I do advise everyone to go through it once and see what it is, and then take up the decision for yourself. Is it for me or is it not? If you like some law and understanding of things around you, yeah, it's good to get it at least once. But beyond that, So, no interesting ships here. I haven't seen one of the Interceptors yet, but hopefully we soon will. So nanites to one side and units to the other. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? That's a very important word. Let's shout a little bit. Oh. He didn't want to shout. Some of them start shouting to the sky when you pick this word. Wish. Missions, good missions, please. Can't use that. Kill one predator. You know, this is one of those I will take, and when I meet one, I will kill it. I will take that, and I will take that. So, one of them is in space. That's not where you want to find. Many things, really. So the repair side is a little bit of a gamble because you might need things you don't have. There's an S Explorer. And we are at these coordinates. At the space station in the system Slutas in the Budullangr galaxy. So you can use them to get to it if you want that, if it has any interest for you. He would ask for 11.9 million minus the value of your ship if you have one which is in that range and want to exchange them. I'm not going to exchange. I would just, if I wanted it, I would buy it and then have it, but I do think I have an S-class Explorer, so yeah. So at least we're back to finding S-class ships again.
Product received.
Good. Well, we have a lot of missions, so let's get ready to rumble. I just have to check my connection that everything looks fine. That is unfortunately sometimes something I have to do. Just see how it all are connected. That is actually fine. It looks very fine. So good. And the thing is, I have to have that there. So it actually points to the pirates first. So that suits me kind of fine. That would probably be a... Yeah, I thought so. I actually don't know how high they range, but the higher they range, the harder, the more that would be. So it can be up to 5 waves of pirates. Which is only thing is keep eyes on your shields. Don't give them an opening to actually start grinding you down. How was that? So I'm going to unpack these. Just because I don't want them floating too much around, and I had something here as well I don't want. This is an illegal, so I'm actually going to put that on the freighter. Go. Actually, should be down here somewhere. What was that? What's it? Oh, it's something I have to deliver. Leave that, leave that, leave that. So, next one. I just realized something. I can't actually see how long I've been streaming. Will I land there? No. There. So, that's a very long distance. And yeah, the sentinels are not overly nice.
Units received.
It's a bit of a bummer. 1200 units that way. God, it's dark here. Or 600 that way. Okay. I know what I say about killing things until they have been scanned, but the thing is actually not really. Interested in scanning as long as I have the place I have to go, so Jesus. I feel I'm not moving. Ugh. That way. So they are animals. Okay. And I'm more happy. I wasn't sure what it was, so rather check than get into some stupid trouble with it. You stay on it, please. Thank you. So I was just waiting the sentinel to start chasing me, but until they do, I keep grabbing.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay. We need to take mole mode for a little bit here. Until that storm has passed. Well, it's time then to get some coffee. Now we are in that situation where we're waiting anyway. How is our heat protection? That's actually good. One is down, these are down.
Technology recharge.
I always forget about the underwater ones because it is actually relatively rare I use them. So I always end up almost killing myself because I seem to not think about them. Okay, I'm relatively close. But the thing is, I don't know if it's a building, it's a crashed ship, whatever it can be, so
Units received.
I don't have any buildings in sight, so
Units received. Units received.
I think the storm has passed. Okay. $177 that way.
Units received.
Meep meep.
Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
So It's actually exactly the same which happened last time I had one of these. It didn't actually register that I did it, which is rather annoying. Mainly because I walked a very long distance.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Oh, what do I do? What do a clever man do? I don't want to do it.
Technology repaired.
It's actually annoying. If anyone is wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm actually